The anime begins with a girl reflecting on how she was once named Alicia, but now finds herself as a young girl with black hair and golden eyes. She is the only daughter of the powerful William noble family. Just yesterday, she was someone else entirely, and now with certainty she knows she has been reborn as a villainess. Determined to live up to this new identity, Alicia decides that she will become the greatest villain in history. Upon leaving her room, she greets her maid with a cheerful "good morning," surprising the servant as this is something Alicia had never done before. Alicia, however, quickly acknowledges that this is due to her never rising early or greeting the maid in the past, but she vows to change that from now on. Next, Alicia heads to the library to begin studying. She realizes there is much she must learn if she is to truly embody her role as a villainess. In addition to knowledge, she understands the need for physical strength. With that in mind, she seeks out her older brother, William Albert, and greets him, once again surprising her family with her new behavior. Albert notes how unusual it is to see her awake so early, but Alicia then requests that he teach her swordsmanship so she can become stronger. This request catches not only Albert off guard, but also their other two brothers, who assume it must be one of Alicia's passing whims. However, Albert agrees, but on the condition that she first proves her physical strength. He tells her to do 100 push-ups and 50 sit-ups every day for a week. If she can manage that, he'll begin her sword training. Undeterred by the challenge, Alicia confidently accepts. Later in the library, she realizes that while she needs to work on her physical strength, she should also learn magic. The William family, being one of the 5 noble houses, excels in dark magic. Magic in this world consists of elements like darkness, light, water, wind, and fire. However, when she searches for magic books in the library, she finds none. Instead, she shifts her focus to learning about plants, medicinal herbs, and other elements beyond magic. Alicia then throws herself into physical training, managing to complete 50 push-ups on her first attempt, though it is a struggle. Still, she resolves to keep going so she can finally learn sword fighting and move one step closer to becoming the greatest villainess. The next morning, she eagerly resumes her training and is astonished to find the exercises much easier. She suspects that the nature of this new world may be responsible for her sudden improvement. In no time, Alicia is able to perform 500 sit-ups and 300 push-ups effortlessly. Her growth in strength and speed amazes her, and she begins to master both swords and magic at an impressive rate. However, she wonders why the original Alicia, the character from the game she once played, was never able to accomplish anything. The following day at breakfast, her family continues to be baffled by her sudden change in behavior. Concerned by how early she now wakes up and her newfound discipline, they question her. Alicia, however, brushes off their questions, simply telling them it's a secret. In the courtyard, Alicia prepares for her first day of sword training. As she walks, she notices a young man with fiery red hair, Lord Eric, whose family, the Hartsons, specializes in fire magic. She also meets Lord Finn, a young man with golden hair who wields light magic, and a representative of the Curtis family, a young man with green hair who specializes in forest magic. Finally, a young man with gray hair, Lord Gale, arrives, a user of wind magic. Among the group is the Crown Prince, Duke, the only son of the royal family, who controls water magic and exudes a different aura from the others. Realizing this is her opportunity to make an impression, Alicia approaches her older brother, and the other young men take notice of her. They are surprised by her beauty and poise, given her young age. Alicia greets them with perfect politeness, determined not to be seen as a poorly behaved child. The group is taken aback by how different she is from the rumors they had heard, but they soon learn that her unpredictable nature remains. Alicia, eager to start, asks her brother to start training her. However, her brother, ever skeptical, reminds her that she was only supposed to start if she completed the required exercises every day. Alicia, brimming with confidence, asserts that she did complete all the exercises. Her brother, still doubtful, is about to dismiss her claim when Alicia, visibly frustrated, grabs his sword, kicks a tree to make an apple fall, and slices it in half with impressive speed and precision. After seeing this, her brother, now convinced and stunned by her display, finally agrees. A year later, Alicia is still immersed in her sword training, practicing tirelessly. Her brother had told her that the key to mastering swordsmanship was endurance, being able to carry and swing the sword for hours. Despite the repetitive and dull routine, Alicia remains focused, driven by her goal to become the greatest villainess in history. She reflects that if it weren't for this ambition, she might have grown bored long ago. During this time, Prince Duke has been visiting frequently, and it seems he has developed feelings for Alicia. He then asks why she trains so hard in swordsmanship. She casually replies that she wants to have a strong grip, not revealing her true motive of becoming the strongest villainess. Later, Alicia's older brother gives the prince a book and asks him why he has been visiting so frequently these days. Initially thinking that he came for the books, he soon teases that the prince came for his sister. However, the prince himself didn't know the answer, and it became clear to everyone that he had developed admiration, if not affection, for Alicia. The scene transitions to a formal meeting between the noble families, including Alicia's. Lord Arnold, Alicia's father, speaks about the worsening conditions in the village of Lana, explaining how it has become nearly uninhabitable. The Duke expresses concern, noting that aid had been sent as quickly as possible, assuming it would be appreciated by the villagers. However, Arnold dismisses this, commenting that Lana is known as a village of criminals. The Duke then redirects the conversation, stating that their real priority should be the Golden Rose, a symbol of hope for the kingdom. The other noble families agree, pointing out that, as one of the 5 great noble houses, they should focus on larger concerns from the realm. Later, one of the lords mentions that his son, Finn, wishes for Lady Alicia to visit their estate. Arnold remarks that he has instructed her not to cause any trouble. The conversation shifts to how much Alicia has changed. The lords recall that she was once selfish and indifferent, but now she seems well-mannered and more mature. Arnold notes that about a year ago, she began spending most of her time in the library, and even he doesn't know what sparked this transformation. As the conversation continues, Finn arrives to thank Alicia for attending his tea party and mentions that King Albert will be joining them as a special guest. As the doors open, Alicia finds herself in the company of all the heirs of the 5 noble families. Their unexpected presence suggests that this gathering is no ordinary tea party. Finn soon expresses concern about the king's delayed arrival, but the others assure him that the king will be there soon. In the meantime, Alicia comes across a map and recalls from the game she used to play that her character, Alicia, was exiled to a foreign country by the end of the story. She wonders if this fate is inevitable, as the story seems to be progressing quickly. When the king finally arrives, Alicia is startled, unsure of what could have brought him there. The king unexpectedly asks her opinion about the current state of their kingdom. Although nervous, she offers a thoughtful response. Alicia points out that while the kingdom of Dorcas is powerful, it cannot be considered a good nation. She explains that most of the wealth is concentrated in the hands of the nobility, which has caused a growing disparity between the rich and poor. In places like Lana Village, many people are struggling to afford basic necessities, and this could easily lead to rebellion. The king agrees that they need to improve the economy and asks for her suggestions on how to achieve this. Alicia proposes that they could leverage the neighboring city of Kala and its gold mines. However, instead of seizing the mines, she suggests financing Kala's independence, which would allow them to avoid conflict while maintaining favorable trade relations. The king realizes that Alicia's plan is to profit indirectly by supporting Kala's independence and securing a future trade advantage. The king is impressed by her response and leaves, satisfied with the conversation. As he departs, his assistant notes that they have also located the Golden Rose, a symbol of great importance. Later, Alicia is seen happily indulging in a table full of sweets as Duke, who has been watching her, approaches. He gives her a belated birthday gift, a necklace with a small diamond. Alicia thanks him, promising to take care of it, but quietly wonders about the significance of such a valuable gift. In a separate scene, the king discusses the discovery of the Golden Rose with his advisors. He explains that when his only daughter was born, a rare rose bloomed, and it was believed she would become the saint, a figure destined to guide the kingdom toward peace. This legendary figure is always associated with a special rose, and now, with both a blue rose blooming for Duke and a golden rose connected to a mysterious girl, it seems that 2 individuals are destined to shape the kingdom's future. The king acknowledges that difficult times lie ahead, as legend foretells that the saint must unite with a member of the royal family to guide the kingdom's destiny. The scene then returns to Alicia in her palace. Reflecting on the events, she resolves that if Duke ever falls in love with the heroine and asks her to step aside, she won't. She is determined to forge her path as a villainous one who will be remembered throughout history. This then marks the end of today's anime recap. If you enjoyed the video and want more of it, please support the channel by leaving a like and subscribe. Let's help us reach our current goal of 20,000 subscribers.